already know it. Here we are, here he is. Welcome, welcome. Back again, watching the ads. Is what it is. Cool. Hated that intro. No, love that. Love that. Hated the introduction. Love the intro. No. Hate the intro. Love the introduction. Yes. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I have so much sympathy for you guys. I honestly do. People who still want to throw stones from their glass houses and think, hey, you shattered my glass. You threw the motherfucking stone. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, don't you fucking But I wanna get into that. I wanna break down some of the energies of Cancer season. I know I keep bringing it up every night on stream, but I don't think it's sinking in for some people what's really happening, right? Because once again, we're referring back to Lionsgate. We're really talking about Leo season last year. And whatever you were doing during that time is appearing Cancer season this year. And whatever people wanted done unto you, also coming up. And what you deserved is happening. Right? First. What up, Dom? And what you are experiencing is the ill wishing, if that makes sense. But let's roll this 3 minutes ahead, because this just seems like an imperative fucking conversation that people are not getting. They want to come on here and then they want to come at me and they want to say, oh, you did this and this is your fault. Da, 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 da. Girl, bitch, but the fuck? No, bro. Don't come at me knowing what I do, knowing the services I offer, knowing the work, knowing that I'm an expert, and then expect me to say, oh, I'm sorry you didn't understand what you were signing up for when you signed up for it. Huh. Yeah. Terms, conditions. Anyways, let's roll the ads. 3 minutes. I'll be back to elaborate a bit on that shit. got a bowl packed. Okay, so much controversy. It's so funny because it really feels like people are so pressed to know about me and my life. And I guess like I haven't said enough about myself on stream already. Like, please. Okay. And you really only know about something after I've left, after I'm done, after I did it. Okay. So any of the things that I talk about, I might be elusive about, mysterious over, or mention or something. I have a little bit of a delayed reaction, if you will. So don't lose your cool. Once again, talking about Lionsgate, yeah. What were you doing last Leo season? What were your intentions for your life? And for what reason? Okay. What did you expect? What did you want? What did you get? Because now we're seeing it. Okay. So once more, it's funny because I feel like I should wait to say this message. It's almost as if somebody's going to come in the next 3 minutes to kind of hear this, but they're maybe not here yet. And it's a message that has to carry for somebody, but maybe it's in the replay, but no, something says to talk in 3 minutes. But it's so crazy that I could have cues like that, and people still try to gaslight me. And I get that a part of them just wants privacy, but they should have never fucking talked to me. And that's on them. That's their problem. Like, I cannot help those who do not wish to see but wish to look upon me. Yes? Okay. So you have to be careful with me. Because here's the thing, I don't really ask God for anything. I don't. You do. You pray. You beg. You dream. You I just accept things as they come to me. I ask God for what aligns with me and what's meant for me. I don't really ask for anything. I say, I would like this. I think that's a good idea. That seems right. But ultimately, I only want what aligns with me and is meant for my highest good. I say it all the time, over and over again, right? So I trust it. When it comes to me, I trust it. But truth has to meet honesty for it to exist. Yes? And if truth does not meet honesty, then it is disastrous, yes? Wise guys, wise eyes, not so wise lies. But hey, that's all right. You gotta do what you gotta do. If being that is you. Everybody's got a role, and some people are villains, some people are heroes. So if you want to be a villain, be a villain. Somebody's got to do it, and it's not a job that a lot of people want to do. In fact, I did it for a long time. I played the villain in everybody's stories for the last, I don't know, maybe 30 fucking years. Good God, good morning. So it is what it goes. It is what it goes. But I would rather be a hero. I had to take a step back and realize I didn't want to be the villain who was running around yelling at people, hurting feelings, not giving a fuck, not considering anyone, going on the impulses and seats of pants and other things like that. Yeah. I had to give up the substances and the obsessions and the outrageous behaviors, as much as one might see all those things in me now. They'd be like, you're still wild, you're still this and that. Yeah, because I'm still who I am. You kick back all those other things, you take out those layers, there's still law at the end of the day. There's still someone there. There's still a person here. And as much as we want to think, oh, godliness, stop trying to strip people of their identities in the pursuit of some kind of holiness, when in reality, once more, God would have not put us on here if he did not want us to experience who we are. Like, y'all gotta fucking stop with the ego stuff. It's nonsense. You clearly have yet to slow down and figure out what you're talking about. Now, this is so funny to me because what was I listening to today? I think it was an ad. Gaia, like a Gaia ad on YouTube. I cannot remember what I was listening to. It reminded me of the Ram Dass book where it was a bunch of dudes saying stuff and no women. And it's like, gosh, I bet women have a totally different opinion on that. I bet women have a totally different opinion on that. And it's really just because our bodies are so different. Everybody's so obsessed with like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Well, if you do want to break it down to biology, women are the more advanced species, period. Period. And the thing is, you hate that because you're like, we're equals. Don't you want to be equal? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, men concentrated on the world around them and you developed society, and that was really great for our evolution. Thank you for that. Even if it is oppressive, patriarchal, and kind of just murderous, full of genocide and war. Okay? Thank you for the sub. But women, on an individual level, more emotionally apt, more intuitive. I don't want to say better design because bleeding fucking sucks and leaking all the time also sucks, but it's all on the inside, right? Your dick can fall off. My vagina can't fall out. You can say what you want about lips and such, but you know it's false science. So I'd just be careful, yeah? I would just be careful. So, just like on an individual level, yes, I am well. You have to recognize that women have always had that up on men because men were so focused on the outside world, so focused on impressing each other, so focused on showing off, more or less, right? And women more focused on the self because they had to be. Because men claimed to be too busy. Men claimed that they were doing more labor or doing more important work or made the rules, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Lots of men sit back and say, whew, whew, I never thought of that. Those are the ones who subscribe and come chat. Yeah? Who don't want to dog me, clown me, mock me, even if they think it's because they like me. No, it's not. Stop being disruptive. Stop being an ass. It doesn't impress me. Like, I can like you as much as I like you and still be turned off by that stuff of you just walking me in circles or trying to be cute or trying to be funny and be sarcastic. I'm not really about that life. Like, I don't act like that, you know? So if I ask you a couple times, okay, enough's enough. Don't keep doing it, all right? Don't keep fucking doing it. Same goes for me. Same goes for me. Big lesson learned recently where I was like, oh, I feel something slipping. I'm going to take as much as I can. Well, put some back. Well, you can't. You already took it. Okay, fair. What are you going to do? We're all constantly learning. So, something else with me is I've always taken my lessons to the fucking face. What a whirlwind that is, because some people take their lessons in the form of karmic relationships, but I don't like those to last too long. I like to get what I need quickly, and that's why sometimes I move things too fast. Because I'm like, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. That you could see. I don't know. This is why I was going to call this stream the Suki Stackhouse Conundrum, but I thought she's a Stackhouse would be funnier. Because sometimes I act like Jason, and it's like his PTSD and trauma affects it. Okay, yeah. So, what's funny is I sometimes play with the filters before I post on my stories. So there's a What's Your Mood Today filter, and I was listening to Matt Berry, so it gave me Demonic Vampire or something like that. And I was like, it's the Matt Berry. So the next one, I was like, yes, let's focus on the shadows. I think my music was on shuffle, though. And then Where'd All the Time Go came on, and I was like, oh shit, shadow again. So yes, we're going to do the shadow side. I think we might bust out tarot tonight because we're doing the shadow side, and I think when people hear negative things, they need the cards to be there to understand that I'm not self-criticizing or just putting my criticism on them, but rather I am a diviner. And people have a hard time with that because they're like, well, your life ain't shit, and you ain't shit, and you should be okay. You'd be more popular. You'd have more money. You wouldn't be so. You wouldn't struggle. You wouldn't fucking if you knew what you were talking about. If this were true, da 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 da. Okay, according to whomst? Because that's you, right? That's what you think. For me, I understand that patience is a long wait. I agree, and that's why I take criticisms of me seriously. I do not just wipe things away and think, oh, okay, this person just wanted to insult me. I'm going to insult them back. No, if you have some honest, genuine feedback, I'd like to fucking hear it because I will work on that, as I already have. If you're making stuff up and you're reaching for things that aren't really there, or you're defensive and you're trying to mirror something that isn't, apparent, then I can't help you, nor can I improve on that myself, right? Because it doesn't exist. Okay. Here's the thing. So it's big gaslighting energy lately, isn't it? It's people just, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, no, that's cool. That's cool. All these 400 people on here do tell me I know what I'm talking about, but if you, one guy, want to tell me I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, then all right. Then you're right. If you want to be right, you go ahead and you be right. Nobody, especially not me, said that I had any need to be correct. I'm here to help. I'm here to guess. I'm here to use my intuition to interpret. Oh, I know. To interpret your needs, bro. That is why God sends me. So, you pray to God. God sends me to you. You send the devil back to God? Ho, 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 ho. I'd be careful. I'd be careful with those decisions that you make, with those thoughts that you have, with those animosity for someone who did nothing but show goodness, who was truthful, who was constant, who was consistent. Okay? Not fickle, not misguided, not confusing. Trying to match energy, sure, maybe you shouldn't have. But at the same time, you cannot get too far ahead of somebody without saying, okay, I'll play here with you. I will stay here with you. I'm up here. I'm over here. I want to see you here too. I can see you here. I don't know how I can see you here. I know you are here. Somehow you're here. I don't know how to help. I can try to tell you all these things in life. Right. But until you hear them, there is nothing that I can do for you, man. That I have to understand. That I have to accept. But that is what you cannot accept. Some people need to see the damage. You know the damage. You have seen the damage. You are the damage. You're looking at the damage on your hand, on your skin, on your ears, on your everything, yeah? You're freaking the fuck out. Your fucking ankle's broken. You don't even know fucking how. Or how I know that. Yeah. And why did I bring it up just now? I don't know. I'm cheating up that. Great. Oh, I know. I think I had to end it shortly after. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to rip this bong before any more people come at me. Cheers, though. So people who were watching me, hoping their magic was going to take, okay, hoping that they were going to get what they wanted, they were going to see me crumble, they were going to see me falter. That's so sweet. I forgot the 28th was your birthday. That's abundance, baby. Dom, I'm ignoring you. I really could not care anymore. I don't know what. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. Here we go. So you sit here, you watch. You're waiting for your magic to work. My magic always works. I do spells all the time. I hex people all the time. I do curses. I hail Satan. Why isn't it working? I wanted her to get this and that and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, well, I'm not going to say the things you wished upon me, but I am going to acknowledge the fact that you wished them. Yeah. Me too. Because all I wished for was good for you and better for me. And I don't mean better than you. I mean, I want whatever good means for you, I want for you. But me, I'm good all the time. So all I want for myself is better than I am now, right? That's my constant state of being, my constant state of wishing. Do I get pulled to the wayside, sometimes talk a little shit, get a little ragey, cagey because of the PMDD and just being triggered by my own PTSD because people who are narcissistic and otherwise just villainous in life are going to make you feel weak so that you have to be defensive in that way and make you look offensive because they kept their cool. Yeah? Babe! Yeah, I know every trick in the book. And if you don't realize that you're doing those tricks, then they're going to keep turning. And it ain't going to be pretty and it ain't going to be worth it. And you ain't going to like the results. You ain't going to like the results. So you better just sit down and learn. You better just sit down and learn instead of trying to about me. What do you want to know so fucking badly? Why don't you ask me? Did somebody leave out something? Did somebody accuse me of something? Did somebody say something about me? Because I'm the one who keeps talking. I'm the one who is here saying it to everyone and anyone. Oh, what was I thinking of doing it up to? I'll tell you. That's cute, right? So who's talking behind my back who can't come up here and say that shit? Or even come to me and say that shit? What are you so concerned about? Because I thought, I hope you get out. I hope I get out. I hope I get the fuck above ground. I hope that all this works out. I hope that I actually follow through on the album I'm making. That's what I was thinking about last Leo season. I was thinking, I hope all is forgiven and things work out for everyone and we can all get on the same page again. Yeah, okay. And I did my damnedest to hold it together, to make everyone my friend. But you know what? A lot of the people I was trying to make my friend were my enemies from the fucking beginning. And my cure for everything is love, okay? But love knows anger. Love does know bounds. So if you hit it, cross it, do it too many times, you're out. But should you hope that be cast upon me? Sweetie, let's put it this way. A little story for you, okay? The other day I wasn't having a good day. Okay, I was not having a good day. I was going through a lot. I was under attack, under fire, under God. I broke a little, you know. So I thought, fuck. I don't want to do the thing I said I was going to do. I don't want to go to the place I agreed to go to at all today, but I will. Because I said I would. And I know it's the right thing to do. Whoa, what happened? Tornado. Yep, cleared the place out, canceled the whole goddamn event. I didn't have to go and nobody else did. So, did I ask for that? No. Did I do a ritual to bring on a tornado? No. Did I do a rain dance? No. Did I call and cancel the event? No. Did I ask God to do that? No. Did I make a deal with Satan to do that? No. Did I even pray for that? No. I said, I don't want to do this, but I will anyway because I know it's the right thing to do. Boom. Tornado. Cool. Now I don't have to. It was just a thing. I don't want to get into it because then it's very obvious, but I'm just saying. It was not predicted in the weather. It was not supposed to rain that day, and now the sky is green and it's coming and it cancels everything. That's amazing. Because I didn't want to. So when people decide to mess with me, and I've been saying this night after night, and people still come on here and don't believe me, and they're still waiting for something, and they try harder and they put more magic in. Let me tell you, not good. Not a good idea. Do not keep poisoning my name. It's not going to end well for you. And stop listening to the poison of my name. Because my name is love, not poison. My name is love, not poison. If love to you looks like poison, then I'm sorry to tell you, you have never known love. And that's all there is to it. if I, in my detoxing, and consciously being person, can revert, trigger, or keep learning, then we've all got things to work on. Thank you. I love you too. I love you just the way you are. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. I just want someone that I can talk to, and I don't see you anymore. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. What? You guys. I can't even remember the lyrics. I love you just the way you are. It's Billy Joel. What are y'all talking about? I feel like, okay, sounds like Pink. Cool, thank you. In our family portrait. That was like a fucking era of Pink in my life. Or there was the one, but there you go. I remember that song came out. I remember being 6 years old listening to Now One. I was alive when Now One came out. I don't want you to process my age because I am a timeless, youthful being that exists by the hundreds of years in a matter of decades, okay? So, shut the fuck up. I was fucking singing that song. Hold on. You guys, wait a second. Okay, this is too funny. I was literally singing that song, and I was like, I'm gonna make the funniest meme out of this, and that is a dead-ass giveaway that one of my stalkers is watching right now. And he's getting really good at masking his energy. He really is, because he's very into the gaslight, manipulate, convinced that I'm doing evil things. Yeah, okay. That's why I threw you. Never mind. Right. So you still want to spit on my name. You still want to lie about what I did. You still want to lie about your own actions. And now you're here getting called out by other people. I don't even need to say shit. I don't even know I was talking to you, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. No wonder you can't sleep. Get the fuck off me. Thank you. Next. Already had it. Already done it. Already did it. What the fuck do you want, man? Anyways. What's actually funny besides that, your intuition is getting stronger. It's Cancer season. Cancer is a very intuitive. All the water signs are very intuitive. I would say Scorpio struggles the most because they directly do talk to dead people. Cancers, very intuitive, easily gaslit, can easily become gaslighter. Yes? Probably can talk to dead people, but won't. Get that they're there, don't get the message. Right. And then Pisces, I think they're just too drunk. I think they channel well. I think that's why a lot of Pisces will like have dreamy like energy, which I can't relate to. They all seem like fucking nightmares to me. But they love getting fucked up because some of them will get very in tune with that side, right? Or they're usually very open to this, no matter what kind of life they live, if that makes sense. And they like poetry and songwriting and channeling is kind of where their intuitiveness comes in, I think, for them. So water signs do have that nature about them for sure. My Scorpio rising, you know. Right. Honestly, thank you for the sub. Okay, y'all. Yeah. After the show is the after party, and after the party is the hotel lobby, and after the lobby it goes like this. It's something about a something and a remix. Is that like Jay-Z? I don't know. Right place, right time. Listen, something anecdotal on my mind lately. Some people will say it's just the time was wrong, right person, wrong time, whatever, right? Get this, catch this. Poop, poop, okay? Bitch, listen to me. For the right person, you make the time. Period. You don't say, wow, they're so great. It's the right person, but it's not a good time for me. Too damn bad. That person's right here, right now, man. Right here, right now. You gotta do it. You gotta make time, bro. You gotta say, actually, I don't think I like that guy. I don't think I like this thing. I don't think I need this. So all of a sudden, I clear out like 3 things from my schedule. Maybe I can bring one in. Because sometimes the right person ain't gonna be there at the right time. The wrong person's gonna be there at the right time. And you're gonna sit idle and you're gonna say, well, at least this is a good time for love and relationships. But who the fuck is in my house right now? Yeah? Because you said, right person, don't have time. Good luck with that guy. Good luck with that guy. It's okay. Woo! Yeah, everybody's cracking up. You kill me, dude. You kill me, dude. Yeah, I bet I do. Let's keep going with the lurking ass energies. Let's keep going. Let's go back to a couple things I was saying, right? My hair looks great today. So God sent a tornado. Said, don't worry about it. There will not be an event. Okay? Okay. I said, thank you. Because I just said, it's fine. I love you too. And that was great, right? So people want to sit here and say, I am this evil bitch and I do this and that and I worship in blood and cut and da 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 da. Even in my most emo phases in middle school when I actually wanted to cut, I could not break my own skin. I couldn't use anything more than kitchen scissors and I couldn't fucking do it, man. I couldn't do it. I am so, you guys, it is so not my thing. Cutting, no way. No way. Not even for magic. No, I hate blood. It comes out my, that's all the blood I need. And what do I do with it? Flush it down the fucking toilet. I collect it in a cup and then still dump the cup. There have been times I collected it in jars, right? Because it's purification. I don't use it for anything. I might do a spell, but again, one time I did a jar spell. I reversed it and turned it into a blessing and a healing moment. Sorry. Yeah. I'm not trying to put myself in pain. What am I going to stitch it up? I'm going to glue it? No. That's not who I am. I don't know who told you these things, but they were lying. Okay? Because they don't know what I'm doing because they can still feel me. They're still affected by me. They get their karma and they're like, she's doing something to me. She's doing something to me. No, I warned you when you did those things to me to not do them. I said, be honest with me. Tell me the truth. Face me. Talk to me. Be accountable for your actions. Stop lying. What did you do? What did you do? Okay. Okay. I said, why don't you improve yourself? Why don't you stop overworking me? Why don't you stop using me? Why don't you stop making a mess just so I clean it up? Yeah? You said, can't do it. I said, okay then. Don't. That's all I did. I told you what God wanted from you. You said no. You said no to God. And I'm not calling myself God. And I'm not saying you saying no to me is saying no to God. I'm saying when God sends you a messenger, stop shooting it. Especially in the back. Just like that. Please. Have some recompense. So y'all don't like what's happening to you right now. Get this. Let's go back to Lionsgate now that everybody's here. We got 8 people. And we're talking about 8 every fucking year. Let's take it back. I want y'all to remember what you were doing last Leo season. Okay? The whole month of Leo season from approximately, see, I already talked about this every night, but we're going to let it really, third time's a charm. It's going to really sink in tonight. Okay? So, what were you doing from approximately July 22nd, 3rd to about August 21st, 2nd, 3rd? Okay? That month, what were you doing? Think about it. You don't have to share. You don't have to tell me. I don't want to know. I want you to think about what you were doing at that time. I want you to think about the drama in your life. I want you to think about what was on your mind. I want you to think about who you were dealing with. I want you to think about what you wanted for yourself, for the people in your life, everything. Okay? Think about that right now. So, let me break it down. No, first I will tell you what I was up to. I was going through a hard time. I was going through a big move. I was going through a breakup. I was going through the loss of friendship. I was going through big changes, kind of unsavory roommates, unsavory living situation in general. I was going through a lot of things, but I kept my cool. I said, it's okay. I love these people. I love this place. I love this opportunity for me. I love that I'm alive because it came a long way, right? I was recovering. I was getting out of recovery. I made some moves and changes. Okay, but I was going through all those things and dealing with betrayal, dishonesty, people trying to cheat me, steal from me. Okay, so all these things that I was going through. Yes, Leo season comes around. What did I do? Well, I tried to make up with the person who betrayed me by showing them and their family love in a way that was way over the top, super obvious. That's how it started. And I invited everyone who I've ever known who was probably mostly just some narcissistic asshole who was whispering poison into my ear, constantly making fun of me, constantly talking down to me, constantly telling me that I was crazy and weird, no matter how intuitive and honest I was, no matter how much I did for them, no matter how much I drove them around and asked them for nothing, right? I invited all of them and their children because I thought I was in a bad place all those years, okay? I had PMDD. It was unclear to me how bad I was, and now I see it, so I want to make up for that. I want them to see me now, and I want to give back to people who did nothing but take from me. Okay. Keep going. What else did I do? Well, I made music for you. I made music. I always wanted to make music. I always said that since I was a kid. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be like fucking Britney Spears. Yeah, well, that's sad. High school, I wanted to be like Nico. Ooh, that's even worse. Okay, so, well, now I want to be myself. We're whatever. Time traveling fucking superhero. Rock star. Blah, blah, blah. We get it. The shoes. Why do you even not say it? You make it so obvious, and you're like, oh, I don't want to say it. Yeah, because I don't want to fucking jinx it. What's going to jinx it? Fucking nothing at this point. It ain't even working. So who cares? But that's what I wanted. So that's what I did. That's what I did. I wanted love, forgiveness, acceptance, family. And I put all my effort into getting that. Where would I have found the time to curse thee when all I did was bless you and give you everything I didn't even have at the time? I had no money. I spent it all on everyone else, right? I had no place of my own, no place to call home. I was underground. And what came of that? Well, I shared what I had anyways. I gave the shirt off my back. And then don't get the shirt back. So y'all can keep talking shit. You can keep hating on me, but that's just because you stopped getting something from me. And whoever's telling you bad things about me also stopped getting something from me. And they want it back. They want to keep getting it. They want to keep taking it. Or they want to come back and try to recompense so they can stop this curse I put on them. You put the curse on yourself, man. I'm just wise enough to see things for what it is. And so I have the gift of being able to come to people and tell them and help them and give them a heads up before who comes? Oh, yeah. Death the fuck itself. So don't get mad at me just because you decided to romance the necromancer without really truly understanding what that was going to entail for you, yeah? I told you to do your research. I told you to do your research. I told you to do your research. Hey man, I must not be that good of people because good stuff doesn't just happen to me. I don't know what people think happens during my days. They're long and tiring. That's why Stackhouse came up, because True Blood, right? So the Stackhouse conundrum. Oh, and Chasing Pavements. So the Stackhouse conundrum is that Sookie reads minds. Because it's annoying. It's cool. Could be helpful. Could be useful. But it mostly just isolates you, keeps people at a distance from you, makes it impossible to trust anything because you don't want to just trust yourself over everyone else, but you can hear and see and feel and you know, some people want to take advantage of that. Spin you up, turn you around, make it seem like something else, right? Why? Okay? Weird thoughts you're having. I'm not even trying to have them. But if you involve me in your thoughts, I will know about it. If you involve me in your conversations, I will know about it. If you say my name, if you bring me up, if you're fighting, it doesn't matter what it's about. I'm gonna know about it. Okay? I channel living people if they're fucking talking about me. I've done it like 6 times in the past week where I'm like, what is this conversation I'm having about myself? Oh, someone else having conversations about me. Got it. Okay. Oh, fuck, man. Yes. Yes. I know who you talk to and when you talk about me. There are some things where people so consistently think of me and talk about me that I tune it out after a while. The energy. And it'll come up, it'll creep up where all the other energies kind of turn off and the one is like, oh god, that's still there. Fuck off. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. So the Stackhouse Conundrum is all day, some days, when people are really up in their heads, I can't get anything out of me, man. My PMDD has been so in control lately that it's 7 days out for my period, and today's the first day I had any symptoms of premenstrual dysphoria. So I'm like proud of myself because I didn't even do no medicine. There was points in my day though where I was so fucking flatlined in my mind that I thought I should just do some nutmeg, but I didn't think I could stomach it because I wasn't really eating, and I don't think I have any ice cream, and I was just like, I can't even do it. But the later it gets, the more awake I am. I've been drinking coffee all day. You can blame it on the coffee, but I drank coffee earlier, it did nothing for me. I slept in quarter sleeps, but I still slept at least 8 hours probably, or close to it. And I could not wake up until about 1 a.m. because everyone's pretty much asleep now. And I can just be by myself and I can come talk to the people who want me on their mind instead of being like, no wonder I'm so Donnie fucking Thornberry. Because sometimes I don't want to know what people are thinking about me. And here's the thing. I have moments where people say, no, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not real. I don't believe that stuff. And I have to say, okay. Right? I have to say, okay. Sometimes I myself. Ah, here's the real thing. Everybody is, oh my God, I'm foolish. I am the only one who admits me do something that literally every human and all animals can do. Look at me. Ah, cool. And I think deeper still. And I think, wow, some people don't realize all the mushrooms that grow on this earth pretty much are connected to the ground by miles and so I'm able to do even if they have the capacity to do it. So many rules and regulations. So what I, which is why, because I didn't, I with my medical community, but I didn't know it was anything. I mean, why the gaslighting was a lesson and message in my life. It's not doesn't go down to it's not a term. To see it for what it's worth. Sometimes gifted children even um, there was probably a lot of back and back but not okay. We're not back. I see. I don't. So well, I'm just gonna. We all like. Gonna do. We're gonna just roll this early, so I'll be okay. Okay, moment of truth. Such a delay. Huge delay. Even if this does work. Is this seriously the delay right now? On delay. On delay. On delay. On delay. Animal Collective, but I don't really know any other words to that song. Whew, I was hearing like breathe, deep breaths, deep breaths. Don't be scared. Hey, just because I know you're there doesn't mean I'm mad, right? Just because I know you're there doesn't mean I'm mad. Right? Yeah. Okay. No need to sweat. Takes a lot to make me angry, piss me off. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you don't, it's worse. The more I react, the less I hurt, right? The more I hurt, the less you hurt. So I try not to be reactive and let God do what God does because God knows what I want. God knows my heart. So here's the thing. Let's go back to the Lionsgate Leo season, right? Last year. We seem to be back in clear. Everybody's in focus. Yes. Ah, yes. Okay. So I feel like there's like, I don't know if it's people because it says there's only 3 people watching right now. And I don't really know. It's almost like people just like need. If this maybe bat symbol or something like that, just to confirm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care to know if everybody's gonna try to keep me in the dark, keep me guessing, keep me fucking playing games, man. I'm getting energies confused. So many people thinking about me, concentrating on me. It's fucking crazy. All right, you're back in the room. Okay. So Lionsgate, now that we're back in the clear vision. So again, what were you doing last Leo season? You have to ask yourself that. So the way that the Lionsgate works is on the day 8/8, you make the wish. That's when the portal opens because the Star of Osiris aligns with the pyramids in Giza or, where the fuck ever it is. And the portal opens and Osiris says, what would you like? Okay. What is it that your heart desires? What do you want? Right? I am the god of death, basically. He handed his job down to Anubis so that he could do things like this, yes? He is like, okay, so what is it that you want? Totally fucking stupid that we wished for each other, but yeah, okay. Because it's, or maybe we didn't because it's Cancer season, yeah? But anyways, healing. So whatever you wished for last year, okay? It will become very clear whether or not you get it. And how do you decide if you get it? Because if you asked for it and you wanted it and you concentrated on it, shouldn't you get it? Which is why you're wondering why all your hexing and cursing from a year ago still isn't working. Now it's Cancer season and you're feeling the effects and you're very confused because this has never happened to you. And it didn't happen to me when I did it for you, did it? Nope. Okay. So what's the story? The thing about Osiris and the thing about Anubis is they don't measure your worth by any means, right, of human value or physical value or laborious value like we do on earth. They judge you based on the weight of your heart. Were your intentions pure of heart? Were you light like a feather? There's nothing wrong with black magic as long as you have good intentions, but if your intentions were to hurt someone who was good to you because they stopped being good to you because you were bad to them, that's not gonna take with Osiris. What the fuck kind of coal ass heart do you have? Come on now. Because who's missing who? Who has the new? Who got away from you? Okay. So, my hands, far from being tied, nothing on them, right? Cheers, guys. Cheers. We got, there's just that big Wu-Tang Clan ain't none to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't none to fuck with. Fuck yeah. Love that energy, actually. Love it so much I want to be a part of it. Shaolin Law. Or Shaman Law. It just depends on what you need that day. You want me to rap, you want me to sing, or you want me to like heal your heart and fix your body? Okay? I offer everything. Of course it's not just sex. Of course it's not just love. Of course it's not just romance or relationships. I offer total body healing. I offer total peace, tranquility. I offer seeing everything that you want to see, hearing from everyone you've ever known, those you don't know that look over you, though. Such a beautiful experience to experience me. And it's very much a shame that a lot of the people I meet just end up being so afraid of me because I'm on the ground and I'm walking amongst them. So they aren't expecting me to be someone who's wise or say something like that. They think, oh, get a load of this guy. And I say, huh? And they're like, oh, shit, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, then. What about this? Oh, man, you always got something to say, huh? But it actually makes sense when you say it. Okay, keep going, keep going. All right, then. But some people, they're like, who are you? You're beneath me. You work under me. You make less than me. Your life's a mess. You're ugly. You can't dress. You're poor. You're this and that. Did I ever look down upon any of you? Yeah. For your drinking habits, for your inability to clean up your own messes, for your lack of accountability, for your inability to stop talking shit. Yeah, of course it did. You know, is that a judge of your character? No, because I also said, always like this bitch, always fucking had love for this person, always really hope for the best for them. I personally just can't deal with that kind of energy the whole time. Okay? That's why good things are happening for me, because it's Cancer season. So, what's Cancer season? We're talking about how water signs got that intuitive energy, right? So Cancer energy is very intuitive. So Cancer season is the predecessor to Leo season. Leo season is the Lion's Gate, which, once again, what did you buckle down and decide to do last Leo season? Because that is what is calling you. That is what came to you. That is what you're kind of getting now. We can work it out. We can work it out. Oh my God. I don't even know who that is, but do be weary. Venus is in retrograde until October, like 23rd or something. So basically, Scorpio season. So people are going to go back to their old ways. They're going to look for partners' past traits, and they're going to go for exes and rekindle things that aren't necessarily meant for them, but any kind of last minute lessons they need. It's tough to walk away from me, I think. But in the moment, it feels easy because fear, right? Think of this. So you're some guy and you see me and you're like, wow, this hottie. And I'm like, for sure, a hottie and a thottie. I'm so about that life. But you know who I am, right? And they're like, well, yeah, sort of. I'm like, no, really, though. You understand that I'm still a holy man underneath it all. Okay, I don't know if I know what that means. You should do your research. I talk about it on my stream. I have a website. You can learn a lot about me. Go ahead, look around. Okay. You still want to approach me. Now you've had your 3 chances. Okay? Without warning. The alarm's going off. Right. Holy shit. Got quiet. Alarms. 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 I don't know if somebody's smoke detector's going off or like that is, but the alarms are going off. So I don't know if that's like a literal thing or physical, literal or physical. Yeah, so somebody's alarm is going off. It could be like a clock alarm, like they gotta wake up right now and they were already awake, which sucks, or something. But think of it metaphorically too, like the alarms going off, bells going off, right? Your heart slowing down. Oh my gosh, don't let it stop. In life, you have one job, and it's to stay alive as long as you want. But if you live like shit, you live like you want to die. You live every day like you risk it all and don't give a fuck about anything, right? And you could care less about how people feel, and you don't want to pay attention to your actions or take accountability or care about the mess you make and not clean it up. Hey, guess what? Life don't necessarily work that way. You've got to look at it, and you've got to address it, and you've got to clean it up, and you've got to realize what you've done. And even if you cannot face that person, you have to move forward knowing those things, that you do them, and be like, okay, I need to change. Yes, actually I do. Regardless if it's for who. Okay? Doesn't matter for who, you just have to realize it was there in the first place. Feel torn in two. You probably are too, dude. It's okay. That doesn't mean there's no love for you. I don't know if that's for a couple or someone who's literally dealing with like a split personality thing going on. Or someone who struggles with drugs. There's two of you. There's nothing but love for both. Like, who cares? I don't know how else to explain. Like, kind of, if I haven't made it abundantly clear in all the ways that I do on here and off here to everyone all the time. It's love, 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 right? Unless you manage to get yourself a diss track, and then it's like, what the fuck did you do? Yeah? Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Who the fuck is Mikey? Nobody cares, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. Half y'all would say I made it up anyway, because gaslight, 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 manipulate. Okay. For what? I can't ignore these things for as long as they have gone on. As much as I was like, sure, you gaslight. I love a good campfire, bitch. What the fuck? The fuck? And now you sound like a... That's beyond me, all right? Sorry. I had to... Some people I had to be like, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to deal with any of them. Sorry. Okay. It's like, you know, if you give me... I'd give you... I thought about it today even. Kind of cool. I was like, no, it should be fine. And then I panicked about that, right? And I was like, I can't trust it still. I still can't trust it. I still can't trust it. So maybe you too. Yeah. Maybe Virgo, yeah. It sounds like a dream. I think what you're thinking, if I understand what you're thinking, it would be dreamy. It'd be perfect. I mean, it's everything. Oh, it's 333. Hell yeah, dude. Yes, absolutely. It's oh gosh, I wish people could understand that I would never ever. Oh, it's okay. 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 We're gonna work through. Everybody's gonna breathe. But if you fail to see how you need to also, like everyone else does, then your outcome is going to be like all, well, as it already has been, I'm sure. Yo, is that what it was? Yeah. I didn't do anything. I just said I don't want to go, and God said tornado. Okay, and I don't even live in a place that has tornadoes like that. This was very unexpected and kind of scary for people, and they had to cancel everything because they were like, "Whoa, sky is green. It wasn't even supposed to rain. Now it's storming." That's crazy. Okay, that was it was probably a couple days ago, 3-4 days ago. So fucking nuts. Yeah, because I was like, I don't want to. So no, I never went out of my way to do anything bad to anybody. I was just protecting my energy because people were doing bad things to me. I'm so sorry you got caught in the crossfire on that one. But also, what was your hand in it all those years ago? Because before I knew this connection I had was to God, things looked a lot different and stayed calm for everyone but me, yeah? And because I took the suffering, because I accepted the curses and the hexing without realizing that's what it was and just saying, what's wrong with me? I thought I was a blessing, but obviously I'm cursed. The PMDD was out of control, didn't even know what it was, right? Okay? That was all on me. But people who just wish nothing but ill upon me in a time I was so sick. Okay. Gaslight, 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 manipulate, bitch! Okay. So, earlier, I'm talking, and I briefly, mentioned, when I was young, I'm sure there was a lot of adults who did not like that I could do this. Did not want me. Think of the thoughts that I did. Scary stuff, man. Fucking crazy. Especially because kids are, I can hear their thoughts too, and it's like, oh my god, dude. If they, it's like you don't really mean to. It's just like, what? So I just don't get to be close to people? But in true blood, Suki's not. And then it's like, can't you just turn it off? And it's like, to some extent I can. But I also am a messenger of God, so no. Not really. I've learned that the long way, the hard way. I wish I could just kind of sit back and not be, or would be around people who would trust me enough to just go along with what I'm saying, because it is so kind of on point, on brand, on everything. But people are confused by my personality. How? Come on, man. Either you're curious and you watch every stream and you understand where I'm at and who I am as a person. You see the growth from even April to June. Fuck off if you don't see that I have had the room to grow and become and be me. Like, that's so fucked up if you can't even see the difference between April to June, man. Let alone June last year or something. Like, not just in my work, but in my mental, in my ability to channel short and be able to recognize people who are like, oh, you're not wishing me well. What the fuck? What the fuck? So, no reason to yell. No reason to yell. No reason to yell. And I used to yell a lot, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm sorry about it because it sucks. Nobody wants to be that person at all. Some people do want to be that person. Some people love instilling fear in others. And I think until you naturally instill fear in people, will you understand that it's the worst feeling in the entire world to realize everything you have is because people were too afraid to tell you no. None of that, man. None of that. Even if I've been guilty of it. Okay? Trying to recompense. Taking something too far, not understanding, oh, change in dynamic. You actually don't want me. I think we're flirting. I think we're joking. I think we're going back and forth bantering as we have been. You have just changed your mind, yeah? Oh, okay. That could be confusing. That could be misleading. That could be why attitude and giving and, oh, yeah, like maybe I didn't see from your perspective. Okay. Huh. Somebody wants a taste. What is this? What the fuck? Somebody's like, can I? Right, so I don't know what you're doing, right? Okay. So crazy. Anyways, it's gonna happen. People get obsessive, especially with things they don't understand. And because I'm a trusting and loving person, I give people chances to come clean about stuff. And I'll ask them, but when I stop asking, you should be worried about it. When I stop asking, you should be worried about it. Because if I've given up, then God has no more messages. Voicemail box got full. God said, I cannot tell it any other ways except for this. Probably an NDE, right? A near-death experience. Still not getting it? Oh my God, man. There's nothing else left at that. And there's nothing anyone can do. If the person who comes to help you, you reject the help. Because it didn't feel real enough. Because it seemed like, oh, too good to be true. Because it was. Because I am too good for you. Yeah? So what can you do to save you? Resolve. Give something up. Immediate. Now. Now. Says God. You don't like your life? You don't like where you're at? You don't understand why your magic's not working? Things not kicking? Your enemy's not suffering? That's because you made an enemy out of me, my friend. All, maybe 6 of you even. Except for Momo. I'm assuming. 5 of you. Whoever's lurking. Maybe Momo's not even here anymore. Okay? Maybe there's more than 6 people watching. You chose to make me your enemy. And only God knows why. But only I know God, right? And how is that? Because I was helpless. I was meek and I was humble. And I was hungry. And that's who God approaches. The meek, the suffering. The people who see things. That's why in other countries like India, the schizophrenic people are worshipped and seen as deliverers of messengers and such and such. Oh, so you're schizophrenic? Not what I said at all. Far from what I said. Hardly relates to this 111. I've been on a lot of these meds for these things that work for people who have those disorders. Unaffected. 111. Actually, I get worse on them. So, please stop. This is genuine. You have to realize that at some point, it's been however long it's been, you have to understand that it is genuine. It's genuine. Okay? Stop freaking out. How could I even have an agenda at this point? I say everything out loud, and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have trusted that. Maybe I shouldn't have put that online. Maybe I should have changed my mind. Maybe I should have... Yeah, no, it's hard sometimes. But I had to accept so long ago that God was going to have me say and do what I needed to do in all moments. Because so many of the moments I had were so terrible, and I had to forgive myself somehow, where I had to learn a lesson, I had to break a connection, I had to go and get better, and maybe some other people need to see it too. Because maybe they acted like me behind closed doors, but because I acted like it in front of everybody, they said, oh, well, look at her, 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 look at her. Okay, well, at least I do it in front of everybody. I have no shame. I was just asking for help, actually. Was I asking the wrong people? Yeah. But was I asking for help? Yeah. That's what the cries were about. I didn't see a way out. I was so confused I couldn't go through another cycle of PMDD or whatever the fuck you were doing to me. 2019. Not anyone in particular or specifically, but that's when things got freaky. A little freaky. Being feared is ugly. Ugly. It's villainous. It's far from the route I want to go. But when no one fears me, they take advantage. When they fear me, I get what I want. When they don't fear me, they take what they want. It's a very bad balance. It's about having both boundaries, duality of man. That's enough. Here. That's enough. I gotta share with others. Okay. Cool. Say that, though. You have to say it. That's the thing. You can't just, do it and be like, oh, well, I do what I want. All right. Well, if you don't have the if you do not have the communication skills above, an elementary schooler, then I can't take you seriously as an adult either. That's one. Something we have in common, huh? Toddler. Someone's like, oh, we got her. You speak like a toddler. Maybe I do, but that's why I'm the baby whisperer. Damn. Yeah, I can handle anything. How thick must skin be before people stop bothering me? Before I have to end my, what am I doing? Not much. This. Because what choice do I have? I'm a fucking circus freak. I have worked regular jobs. It never works out for me. It doesn't matter what I'm selling. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter who I'm with or what's happening. It's just, it happens. And, I think it's happened always. And how uncomfortable. And then maybe other people can do it too, for sure. But not everybody hones in on those skills. Not everybody realizes that's what those inner voices are. Not everybody nurtures those connections or wavelengths. Some people only experience it when they're under the influence. Some people attribute it to the influence, right? That's just me all the time. That's why I smoke a lot of weed and get very because sometimes it's like, I don't know how else to keep the thoughts out other than to physically keep them out. Just be too loud and too jumpy, because it's like if you're thinking a lot about me, you know what I mean? I thought about killing you. Yeah, I would probably know about that. So I used to be paranoid and shit and be like, oh, it's my PMDE. Now I'm like, well, part of it may have been my intuition, but I also do have to be aware of my hormonal cycle, no matter how few symptoms I have been experiencing the past few months. Hi. Okay, so, you've been here before. I don't know why I laughed like that. Do you? No? Okay. Because the emojis were cute and it made me think that something I was saying was resonating with you. Yes. Preferred names and sun sign and pronouns is usually when I ask people. And I think last time you were here, I want to say I cut you off because I was just like, hey, and then just because sometimes it's got to get out there. It's got to so yeah, people tend to not like me because they like themselves unhealed, because it's way easier to just be like, I get drunk about it. I don't listen to my feelings. I bottle up my emotions. I be a man and don't fucking cry. And I fucking hate, catch feelings. Bye. Okay. Why do y'all think you're the, epitome of maturity just because you have jobs, bro? Being emotionally inept is a form of immaturity. You do realize that your wise mind, if you want to go the psychology route on this, you want to talk DBT, you want to talk the DSM, okay? So your wise mind is when you use the logical part of your brain and the emotional part of your brain together as one. So if you're stuck in logic brain, you're literally just as mental as someone who is stuck in emotional brain, okay? And logic brain will never outweigh wise brain. Okay, wise. 17177. Did you see that? Triple sevens. Lucky number 7. Keep guessing, keep guessing, keep guessing. What are you guessing for? Come get it. So anyways, Cancer season now. Very intuitive time. Preparing for the Lion's Gate once again. Osiris has weighed our hearts. He says, anybody can wish into the portal, into this well that opens on August 8th, that I have nothing to do with. But guess what? Over this past year, I was connecting with Anubis more, and recently felt like, oh my God, I got the job in this life and the next one. I'm honored. Maybe these are grandiose thoughts. I better get in touch with my narcissistic nature. What do? Go out and meet a narcissist who's way, way, way further behind me in their progress. Because it's not a fated doom to be anything. You just have to realize it's you. Kind of. You just have to accept being the problem, and that the problem goes away. And it's not that you go away, it's that you fix the problem, okay? Because that's just how it is. That's just how things work. So, grandiose thoughts, I had to get that in check. I had to recognize where I was at, because I had to be able to say, okay, don't like this, don't like that, gotta have boundaries, gotta have this, gotta have that. Cool, man. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. Because that's great. You're right. Boundaries. I have mine, you have yours. Are they incompatible, or are we just in Venus in retrograde where those fucking planets spinning backwards and we're going back to revert to all of our old and earliest childhood and adolescent relationships that were probably dysfunctional because we had no idea who we are, but now that we're here and now at this age and time and place, right? We kind of do know who we are. Okay. Because true. When I make that face, this isn't the first time I've made that face, but I literally picture that meme of the dude with the cup and the hat visor, and he's like, right. So if you feel like things aren't going well for you, you're hearing a lot of things or feeling a lot of things, you're feeling paranoid, feeling all this extra bullshit. Here's the thing. Whatever people wished upon you last Leo season, when that gate was open that day, 8/8, what happened that day? You better go back and think, what happened that day? What did people say? Okay? Because if their heart weighed lighter than yours, they're going to get their way. If you got in an argument with somebody and you both wanted something different, and you said, and they said, and their heart was lighter than yours, guess what? That's what you're feeling. Okay? So if you repeated that lesson again, not even a year later, and how many times in between, I'm sorry, but God did try to help you. They sent me. God did try to help you because he sent me. The hardest ball you can play is this one. We stay fly, no lie. You know we're ballin'. Okay. Okay. Game, set, match. How about that? How about that? I'm freaking out for what, man? Chillax. Come join the fun. Come join the chat, man. Just open up a little bit. Fuck what people think. You free yourself so much more than you thinking that, if I'm alone all the time, I can be myself and no one will ever have to know me, right? And therefore, I can project